Ever heard the story of a man who neatly sidestepped a huge money pitfall? Well, buckle up because it's quite a ride. This is the tale of John, a regular guy with a 9-to-5 job. Like many, John dreamt of financial freedom. He was eager to save, invest, and grow his wealth. But he was also aware that the path to financial success was littered with traps, often catching the unwary off guard. One day, a friend approached John with a tempting offer. It was an investment opportunity that promised sky-high returns in a short time. It sounded too good to be true, and it was. John had read about such schemes before, the high-risk, high-return ventures that often ended in disaster. But John was not swayed by the lure of quick riches. He knew that wealth was not built overnight, and he was not about to gamble his hard-earned savings on a risky gamble. So he decided to dig a little deeper. He researched, asked questions, and sought advice from financial experts. What he discovered was startling. The investment was, in fact, a notorious pyramid scheme, a classic money trap that had ensnared countless unsuspecting individuals. John's friend, sadly, was one of them. John's story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of financial literacy and making informed decisions. He could have easily fallen into the trap, lured by the promise of quick riches. But he chose to stay informed, to question and to seek advice. And in doing so, he saved himself from a financial disaster. So the key takeaway? Always stay alert and informed. It's the compass that will guide you through the complex maze of money matters, helping you sidestep the pitfalls and stay on the path to financial freedom. Remember, the journey to financial freedom is not a sprint, but a marathon. It requires patience, diligence, and most importantly, informed decision-making. So equip yourself with the right knowledge, ask the right questions, and make mindful money moves. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the common money traps and how to avoid them in our next scene. So, the key takeaway, always stay alert and informed. Now that we've seen how one can dodge a financial bullet, let's uncover the 10 common money traps that often ensnare the middle class. First up is living beyond your means. This trap is all about spending more than you earn, creating a lifestyle that's hard to maintain without racking up debt. Next, we have not saving for emergencies. Life is unpredictable, and without an emergency fund, a sudden expense can send you spiraling into debt. The third trap is falling for get-rich-quick schemes. These too-good-to-be-true ventures often lead to financial loss rather than gain. Then there's ignoring retirement savings. It's easy to put off saving for your golden years, but the earlier you start, the better off you'll be. Our fifth trap is carrying high-interest debt. Credit cards can be useful, but carrying a balance with high interest can create a financial black hole. Coming in at number 6 is not having a budget. Without a plan for your money, it's easy to spend mindlessly and lose track of where your money is going. The 7th trap is neglecting insurance. Insurance is a safety net that can save you from financial disaster in case of unexpected events. Next up is not investing. Investing might seem intimidating, but it's a key way to grow your wealth over time. The 9th trap is paying unnecessary fees. Bank fees, late fees, and other charges can add up, eating into your hard-earned money. And lastly, we have not educating yourself about money. Financial literacy is crucial for making informed decisions and avoiding these traps. In summary, these traps can be sneaky, and they can have serious impacts on your financial health. But don't worry, they're not insurmountable. Knowledge is power, and now that we've identified these traps, let's delve into how to avoid them. Armed with the knowledge of these traps, how do we avoid falling into them? Let's explore some strategies. First and foremost, let's talk about budgeting. It's like a roadmap for your finances, guiding you on where to spend and where to save. Start by determining your income and expenses. Then, allocate funds to different categories like rent, groceries, entertainment, and savings. This will help you to live within your means and avoid the trap of overspending. Next, let's discuss savings. It's not just about stashing away money aimlessly, but about setting clear financial goals and working towards them. Whether it's for an emergency fund, a down payment on a house, or your child's college tuition, having a savings goal can motivate you to consistently save even when times are tough. Now, on to investing. It might sound intimidating, especially with all the financial jargon, but it doesn't have to be. Investing is essentially about making your money work for you. Start with low-risk investments like bonds or mutual funds, then gradually diversify your portfolio as you gain more knowledge and confidence. And remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about long-term growth, not quick gains. You might be wondering, how do I recognize these money traps? Well, it's all about staying informed and vigilant. Keep an eye on your financial habits. Are you frequently buying things you don't need? Are you neglecting your savings or investments? These could be signs that you're falling into a money trap. And finally, don't be afraid to seek advice. Whether it's from a trusted friend, family member, or financial advisor, getting a second opinion can provide invaluable insights and help you avoid potential pitfalls. Remember, the best defense is a good defense. These strategies are your armor in the battlefield of finances. Through budgeting, saving, investing, staying vigilant, and seeking advice, you can dodge these money traps and make mindful money moves towards financial freedom. Avoiding traps is important, but what about creating a safety net for those unexpected life events? Building a strong financial safety net is a critical step towards achieving financial security and independence. It's your buffer, your defense against life's unpredictable twists and turns, whether it's a sudden job loss, a health crisis, or an unexpected major expense. So how do you create this financial safety net? Well, the first step is establishing an emergency fund. This is a stash of money set aside to cover the financial surprises life throws your way. The size of this fund will vary depending on your personal circumstances, but a good rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. You might be thinking, that's a lot of money. How am I supposed to save that much? Don't worry, you don't have to do it overnight. Start small. Even a little bit put away each paycheck can add up over time. And remember, this isn't money for vacations or shopping sprees. This is your safety net, your financial life raft. Once your emergency fund is in place, it's time to focus on building a strong financial foundation. This involves creating a realistic budget that covers your needs, wants, and savings goals. It's about living within your means, but also making sure you're putting money away for the future. Investing wisely is another crucial part of building this foundation. This doesn't mean chasing after the next big thing or taking unnecessary risks. It's about consistent, informed investing, whether that's in a retirement account, a diversified portfolio, or even real estate. And finally, don't forget about insurance. Whether it's health, home, auto, or life insurance, having the right coverage can be a game changer when life throws you a curveball. Building a financial safety net isn't a one-time task. It requires ongoing effort and discipline, but the peace of mind it brings is worth every penny. A strong financial safety net is like a good parachute. You may not always need it, but when you do, you'll be glad it's there. We've talked about the traps, the strategies to avoid them, and building a safety net. Now it's your turn to make those mindful money moves. Let's take a quick journey back through what we've covered. We've identified the 10 common money traps that often ensnare the unsuspecting, from living beyond your means to neglecting your savings. We've dived into strategies to steer clear of these pitfalls, like budgeting wisely, investing thoughtfully, and creating a cushion for unexpected expenses. But remember, knowledge is just the first step. Now, it's time to apply it. Start by taking a good, hard look at your financial habits. Are you falling into any of these traps? If so, don't despair. You've already taken the first step by recognizing the problem. Next, it's time to strategize. How can you avoid these traps in the future? Perhaps it's by setting a strict budget, or maybe it's by starting a side hustle for extra income. The important thing is to make a plan and stick to it. Now here's where you come in. We want to hear your stories. Have you successfully navigated around a money trap? Or maybe you're in the midst of making your own mindful money moves. Share your experiences, your successes, your challenges, and your insights are invaluable. They could be the push someone else needs to start their own journey to financial freedom. And if you need advice, don't hesitate to ask. No one has all the answers, and there's no shame in seeking guidance. We're here to support each other. After all, we're all in this together. So what's your next move? Maybe it's setting a savings goal, or perhaps it's cutting out that daily latte. Whatever it is, remember, every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to financial freedom. Remember, your financial journey is yours to steer. Don't fall into traps. Make mindful money moves instead. Share your stories, ask for advice, and let's create a community of financial savvy individuals together.